Thank everybody for coming out. This is definitely an important event. I'm going to share 2 quick poems, one I wrote freshman year on the Congo. Unfortunately, the situation is still going on, so there's another opportunity to present it, but hopefully we can really work together so that we can address the needs of the Congo. Have you heard about the women who've been violently raped? Have you heard 30% contracted HIV/AIDS? Have you heard the women suffering in pain as they cry? The world remains silent as 6 million die. The world remains silent as 6 million die. The world remains silent as 6 million die. Why? Why would they rape her? Destroying her mind, body, and spirit as they degrade her. One after one into her body and invade her. Guns and knives in her vagina, they mutilate her. Why? Why would they leave her alone with no family or no place to call home? She witnessed the violent rape of her sister and mother, the chopping of the limbs of her father and brother. So every night she cries, asking the Lord, why? Why did you even allow me to survive? See, they cut off her limbs, leaving her with one arm. How could they inflict her with so much bodily harm? But then again, it shouldn't come as a surprise, because half of those who died were under the age of 5. Half of those who died were under the age of 5. Half of those who have died have been under the age of 5. Why? Why should they starve living in constant fear when their land can feed the world for the next 40 years? It's evidently clear that they're victims of exploitation, the economic invasion of their nation, taking their resources with great determination, supplying weapons with the goal of extermination. See, they use Africans as pawns and cause genocides to strip them of their resources, but to us, they lie. The mass media controls our minds, real information they hide. So the world remains silent as 6 million die. The world remains silent as 6 million die. The world remains silent as 6 million die. Poem is something you guys probably heard me do before, but I think one thing that's important is that when we do our art, that we use our art to actually facilitate action. And one thing I did, I was really critiquing myself and trying to evaluate whether I just spoke about things or I actually, did something with the words I said. So this is called, Are These Just Words? Are these just words, or are these words who I am? See, I'm beginning to understand that a woman's worth is her work, not her plan. So where do I stand when my actions don't always match what I speak? Feeling like I'm living this life in deceit, praying and wishing that God will give me what I seek, but my ancestors say when you pray, also move your feet. So it's time for me to practice what I preach, to act as I teach, to move as I reach. But it just don't come easy. But like I've been lost off my path, seeking some kind of magistical force to lead me. But now I recognize that help only comes from the power we attain.
I know, that's why I'm moving right now. That's why I got up. Now we're messed up.
When we not only open up our eyes, but open up our minds, clearing ourselves from the blinds that keep us disconnected from the divine. Only then are we able to chime into the inner power that allows us to carry on God's work in the midst of inner conflictions and exterior contradictions that leave us unsure of our work. See, I was left feeling disillusioned, like a little girl lost in a maze, stuck in the days, left in confusion, and clear where to go, so she stretches herself in all 4 directions, not allowing her to grow. Feeling stagnant or worse, at a state of regression, spent too much time in my life second guessing or fixated on the past and stressing that I have halted my own progression. But I will rise. As I look into the deep, dark, cloudy skies, I see my ancestors' eyes, and through the winds I hear the sounds and moans of my ancestors' cries. We are with you. Through your words and songs, you allow our legacy to carry on and survive, but when you give up, the very essence of our people will die. So please try. Continue to learn and grow and rediscover who you are. You are beautiful, and your light brightens this world like a shining star. Know your worth, because knowledge itself is the only way you can get far. So never let anyone turn you around, and when this life gets you down, resist that temptation to formulate a frown. Instead, proclaim with a sound that's profound that you shall rise.